welcome back to my channel. Today is another review on another product. Today is a review on the Kat Von D Pastel Goth palette. This is a palette that I wanted for quite some time. So I created this amazing glitter and rainbow eye look. I feel like this look was a little bit inspired by unicorns and also inspired by the LGBT community. I got hit up the other day on my Instagram and this has happened to me in the past as well, asking if I am transgender. No, I'm not, but I feel like it's totally irrelevant, and yeah, I think being asked those kinds of questions, it's quite personal, and it's like, I'm not, but it's still like, how would someone, you know, like, really, like, what? So yeah, so I just felt like to do, I haven't done like a sort of a gay pride or a, you know, I guess like a One Love sort of inspired look. So this palette just yelled out to me to do that, and just with what happened the other day, I just felt like I would just share my love and show my support, and know that anybody who watches me and is a supporter of Candied makeup, just know that if you are in that LGBT community, then you are totally welcome here, and I have open arms and nothing but love for you, and yeah, anybody, actually anybody on this earth, nothing but love. So I'm actually going to timestamp everything down below. If you're wanting to skip this demo entirely and you want to go straight to my thoughts on this palette, then that'll be down below. And also if you want to skip all of that and actually just know my opinions on the likeness of the Metal Matte palette and the Pastel Goth, then that'll also be down below, so you can skip to that as well. So let's get on to the demo. Okay, so let's get straight into it. You'll know what you came here for, the Pastel Goth. So starting out, I'm going to take the first shade, which is Star, and I'm going to pop this on my inner third. I'm going to leave a bit of a gap though, so I can create a wee bit of like a cut crease, which I'm going to then fill with glitter, because I feel like I can't do a rainbow without glitter. Okay, so let's go. Whoa, on the brush it's super pigmented. Don't know how pigmented it's going to be on the eye though. It is quite pigmented, considering it's like a pastel yellow shade. And working my way in with my next shade, this is called Clementine. I'm going to pop that on the middle. And taking the last shade that I'm going to use on my top lid, I'm taking the shade Meow, which is this sort of lilac-y purple shade. I'm just going to go back in with those other shades and just increase the intensity and blend them a wee bit. And now going in with the bottom row, I'm going to work my way back through those shades. So I'm going to start with Gloom, and that's at this sort of mossy green colour on my inner corner. And coming back with the next shade, which is Doom. Oh, it's very doom and gloom. It's sad, isn't it? And working with this last one, which is called Dope, which is a darker purple. I'm now going to put this in my last third and join it up with Meow, which was on top. Going back in with each of those shades and just building it up a wee bit and blending it as I feel it is needed. Okay, and lastly I'm going to take the shade Skull. I am going to dampen this down with my MAC Fix Plus. Probably is not needed, but because I want to use it as a base and I want something creamy to work with to really cut out that crease line, I'm going to spray it down. I'll put it on first just to show you guys like how pigmented it is. So it's looking pretty snowy white. So pigmentation's like okay, it's nothing to write home about. Okay, and that's not working well at all either, so I'm actually going to get a eyeshadow base, a proper eyeshadow base. So I'm going to be using the Too Faced Glitter, and this is in Glitterly, and this came in with the Nikki Tutorials Power of Makeup Pack Kit collaboration that came out. To press all that down, I'm going to be using my Lit Clearly Liquid Glitter Base. This is delicious, it smells like bubblegum. Oh, I could sniff it all day, it smells so good. And what I love is that with that lit glitter base, there is like hardly any glitter fallout at all on my cheeks. It's so good. So now I'm just going to do the rest of my eyes, apply eyeliner, mascara, lashes, and I will be back with my verdict. So that is it. That is the finished look. It's all rainbows and glitter, and that makes me very happy. So I'm just going to give you a quick rundown. This palette, for everything that I saw, didn't really get many good reviews. A lot of people were saying it wasn't very pigmented. And yeah, and just along the lines of generally of pigmentation and that it wasn't pastel enough and that kind of thing. So in my opinion, this palette was so pigmented enough. This was just like on normal face base. Like, this wasn't even put on a white base. Putting this on a white base would make it even more intense, and it's intense enough as it is. The colors are absolutely beautiful. Like, if you like your rainbows and you like using different colors, then you're really, really gonna enjoy this palette. But now, drum roll, does it get the Candied makeup stamp of approval? It does! I'm absolutely in love with this palette. So I just love the versatility of this palette. I'm really trying to get into more sort of mystical, you know, really different creative makeup looks, and I feel like this is going to be perfect for that. I also feel like it's kind of a little bit different. It's all totally matte. So the only other palette that really springs to mind that is a little bit similar would be her Metal Matte palette, which I will bring in a second, and also kind of the Urban Decay Full Spectrum. But to be honest, the Urban Decay Full Spectrum had a lot of shimmers and a lot of like funny little glitters all through some of theirs, so this is like completely matte. So I think it's actually quite original, it's quite unique. The color scheme really works together. You can create like really beautiful rainbow looks. It just works. Like, I think it just works. So if you're wanting something a little bit out of the boring 9-to-5 workday look, then you're really gonna enjoy this palette. Now, just quickly, I did want to touch on the Metal Matte palette, because the Metal Matte palette and the Pastel Goth palette are quite similar. I feel there are definitely a few shades in here that are ridiculously quite similar. So Feather and Star, the two yellows, are quite similar, although the Metal Matte is a little bit paler. And then you've got Fringe, which is also a little bit paler. And then those two purple shades, which are quite similar, but you know, slightly again a little bit paler, a little bit slightly different tone, and the two greens and the blues. However, I feel that these two palettes are still gonna actually work really, really well together. So I still feel like if you've got the Metal Matte, and maybe if you don't use those colors so often, maybe this is probably going to be a little bit too much for you and it's never going to be used. If you use these shades a lot, then you're really going to love this palette, because I just feel like they go together so well. Those two greens are just like perfect. Like, one's a little bit lighter, one's a little bit darker, and those two blues, they go together so well as well. So I just feel like even though that they are quite similar, they're similar in a good way. They're similar in a way that is going to allow you to be a little bit more creative and a little bit more, create a little bit more of a gradient with your eyeshadow colors. So I hope you guys enjoyed this look, and I hope you guys enjoyed a wee bit of a review on that palette. If you did, then please give this video a big thumbs up. Please don't forget to subscribe, and you'll be seeing my face in the next one.